All right, hey, Mike from Mike's Backyard Nursery. We're all set up for our plant sale for the spring. This is spring of 2017, since these videos never go away. So I'm going to show you around a little bit of what we have for sale, and I'm going to apologize if there are audio issues because the wind is blowing, but we're going to do the best we can, so bear with me. So basically, we have a ton of stuff here at $5.97. This is a good example right here, this Island Breeze hosta. We have a lot of different hostas. Oh yeah, these burning bush. Kind of crazy for selling these for $5.97, but we had a bunch of them, and we have a ton that the girls are actually potting today, little ones. So basically, we have a ton of stuff at $5.97, and then we have a lot of rare Japanese maples. This one is called Peaches and Cream. I struggle with this thing a little bit because right now it's very, very interesting and spectacular, but it's really hard to keep it that way for any length of time. Then we have, a lot of this Spirea, which is like this, red, lace leaf, weeping. So these maples we sell in this size container for $59. This is Lion's Head. This is one of my favorites right here. I'm going to walk up here with this one. The Lion's Head, I even hate to sell them. I took a bunch yesterday and we planted them out of the nursery because it's such a bargain at $59. I really don't care whether I sell them or not. So we've got coral bells. I bought these coral bells. I buy them in a little plug, and I actually buy them from one of our members. So we got coral bells there, gold flame spirea. This is blue girl holly, and we've got some blue boy holly stuck over there because they need to cross pollinate. The tango white gelia here, boxwoods. We got 3 different kind of phlox, and then as you can see over there, we've got a bunch of the Spirea weeping Japanese maples. So we'll wander over this way. I'm going to show you. This is actually alright, Fergus, you made the video, buddy. So these are the burning bush that the girls are potting up right now. This is stuff that we rooted last year. We took them all out this spring, and then we heal them in these big containers like this until we can get to them. We've got buckets and buckets and buckets of stuff like this that needs to be potted. So we head over here by the donkeys. The wrong end of the donkeys. Turn around. More phlox. Fire Witch dianthus. Fire Witch. This is an amazing variety. It's kind of common. They're just getting ready to explode in blooms. They fly out of here. I got some in the back. Actually, if you want to see them, they're in the dump pile out back that are not Fire Witch. They're one of those fancy patented varieties. I had to pay a royalty. I had to buy the tag. I had to buy a pretty colored pot. They're dead. They couldn't even make it through the winter. Look at this. It's a spectacular common plant. Don't get all caught up in that patented stuff. It'll aggravate. Gold flame spirea, we sell a ton of that. Autumn fire sedum. Allegheny Viburnum. Oh, this one's got blooms on it. I like this because it's got a real big and coarse leaf, and then it also flowers. It's not fragrant, but it's a great plant because in your landscape you need a little bit of coarse textured stuff as well as fine textured stuff. These are the Anabelle Hydrangeas. We rooted these as hardwood cuttings, pulled them out of the cutting bed in the middle of last summer, potted them up. We've already trimmed them hard once to get more cuttings off of them last fall. They're flushing out nicely. These things will bloom like crazy. Really hot seller. Rothenburg Japanese maple. These things I've had a few years. We've got $99 on them. Great price. Just want them out of here. Dappled willow. That's because of the green, or the green and the pink and white. Big seller in the spring. Golden curls willow. This can be a really nice plant. We stuck these as hardwood cuttings, and in one season from a cutting, this is how big they got. Crazy. I'll show you a nice one though in the back. Fragrant Snowball Viburnum. Those every time they make a flower, we must sell them because there was a bunch here with blooms on them a couple of days ago. But that's fragrant, pink and white snowball type bloom. Variegated Weigelia. I don't see too many buds on these, but we got a bunch in the back that are ready to bloom. This peach blossom is still the great shade plant. Came through the winter gangbusters. I'm really impressed with that. The blue rug juniper. Of course, you can see behind me there's Rosa Sharon just starting to leaf out. There's more Anabelle. You'll see a bunch of the Fire Witch Dianthus over there that are just starting to bloom. Rheingold Arbor Vitae, pink chiffon aster. These are Japanese maple seedlings. So this is a seedling we bought. It's not a name variety. It's just a red Japanese maple. Right now we have these at $4.97. We probably need to shift them to a bigger container and charge more money for them. Hercules Coral Bell. That's a nice one. It's got a pink flower plus a really interesting variegated leaf. Summer Snowflake Viburnum. This thing will start blooming in June and continue to bloom all summer long. So it makes it a really nice plant. It's also easy to maintain that thing at about 24 inches round. Java Red Weigelia, more burning bush. Emerald Green Arbor Vitae. We sell these things like crazy. Right now this year our pricing is anything in a 1 gallon container or smaller is $5.97. But once we put something into this bigger container, we're going to charge $7.97 this year and probably $9.97 next year. You can see the board. These Arbor Vitae were blowing and falling over the place, so I just put a 2x6 down there, a 1x6, and I got one on the back, and then I use these heavier pots to hold the board in place. Works great, keeps them standing up really well, and it's very, very portable. Nothing fancy, nothing's connected together. All right, Cindy, let's head this way. Now we got stock plants scattered all over the nursery. So these are sand cherry. They were this tall in the fall. We cut them down to a stump to get as many hardwood cuttings as we can. Here's some of the stock plants. I guess we only got 2 here. I got a couple at home for that Allegheny Viburnum. These gold flame Spirea sell. People see them and they're like, "What is that? I need those." So we sell a ton of gold flame because of these in the landscape. There's a dappled willow right there. We got Annabelles, more sand cherry, more Annabelles, and then we just put a bunch of Annabelles in the field to use just as stock plants. Now this is a little memorial garden that I did for the little yellow dog. She's buried here. Got a Shania Japanese maple. This is mini skirt hosta, real small, only gets a flower about that big. Mini skirt hosta, blue mouse coral bells, and this is that golden curls willow that I was telling you about. So we've got cuttings off this one. This thing will grow up, weep way out. It's actually going to shade this whole area back here. That's why I put it here. We've got, I can show you, we got another growing area up front that I did over by where we were with the donkeys originally. That's where we have all of our cuttings and buckets and stuff. And then we have everything numbered. So I showed you up front, that was container area number 1. This one we call container area number 5. So more Japanese maple, celebrated Weigelia, coral bells, excuse me, there's some fur back there under the shade tree. Hosta over here, a little bit of everything. These are sand cherries right here that we just potted. Now over here, that container area that's all the way over that way is container area number 4. This one where my wife is number 2, and then the back end of that is number 3. We separate them that way because we water. We typically, those each have 5 sprinkler heads, so we'll run 5 sprinkler heads at a time. Container area number 5 has 10, so we split the water in half. Spirea, this is a great seller because the flower combination is pink and white. And we have these planted on the mound way up front so people see them in bloom and they ask for them. So, you know, that's a big seller. We've also got Little Princess over that way, which is another hot seller because it's little tiny flower but really tight and compact. People come in and ask for that. Oak leaf hydrangea here, more gold flame spirea over there. These are green giant arborvitae that we started from cuttings. We left them in the cutting bed for 2 years, and then we potted them up into quartz last spring, and now we're shifting them into this bigger, this is a true 2-gallon size is what they call this. So these things will get $9.97 for next year. Some snow mound spirea. This is our head pruner, my wife Pam. She doesn't want to be on video. She doesn't want you to look at her hair. What else? Say hi. Look at, she just pruned this thing. Look at how nice. This is the variegated Weigelia. This thing is getting ready to bloom. The minute it makes a flower, somebody will buy it because this is a really pretty pink and white combination on here. Kathy, you want to be in the video?
Not really.
Okay, Kathy.
How's it going?
Right there. This is some variegated Lorope we had up around the mound up there. We dug it up and divided it this spring. Saucy Seduction Yarrow. This is Powwow Hosta. What's this one back here? More Powwow or something else?
Powwow.
Happy Days. Cosmic Eye Coreopsis. Big Daddy Hosta. Strawberry Seduction Yarrow. Pink lemonade blueberries. These were just potted. I bought these from a member. I get all my blueberries from a member. We kind of go together and buy together. We're doing some of our own blueberry propagation now, but you know, you have to start somewhere. So we bought a bunch, sell a ton of them. More blueberries. Blue Mouse, here's Hosta. This Hosta is some Cedar, more Golden Curls Willow. This is Island Breeze. Is that the one we had up front, wasn't it? We started out with. This is that Peach Blossom of Stilby. Really like that. We'll definitely do more of those. And then we got red raspberries. There's black raspberries here somewhere. Just right here. More burning bush. There's Blue Girl Holly over on the end. There's a red Stilby here, Phantom Red. And I think we've covered it. Cindy's behind the camera. So I'm Mike McGroarty from Mike'sBackyardNursery.com.